Today, we delve into a story that reminds us how the universe often works in mysterious ways, turning our greatest setbacks into our most profound redirections. It's a tale of threads, both literal and metaphorical, and the extraordinary journey of a woman named Asha. Asha was a textile artist, a weaver of dreams in vibrant hues and intricate patterns. Her small apartment studio, nestled in the heart of a bustling city, was a kaleidoscope of silk, cotton, and wool. She poured her soul into every piece, each tapestry a silent narrative of her hopes and aspirations. Her ultimate dream, the one that fueled her late nights and early mornings, was to have her work displayed at the Lumina Collective, the most prestigious, almost mythical, art institution known for showcasing groundbreaking contemporary art. For months, she had meticulously crafted her magnum opus, a sprawling, multi-layered tapestry titled Echoes of Resilience. It was a piece that spoke of her heritage, her struggles, and her unwavering spirit. With trembling hands and a heart full of hope, she has submitted it, along with her portfolio, to Lumina. The day the email arrived, Asha felt a tremor of anticipation. She took a deep breath, clicked it open, and her world seemed to tilt on its axis. The words blurred, then sharpened into a cruel, concise sentence. We regret to inform you that your submission does not align with the current vision of the Lumina Collective. Rejection. A cold, stark wall slammed down on her dreams. Asha felt a profound emptiness, as if all the vibrant threads of her ambition had suddenly unraveled. She reread the email, searching for a hidden clause, a glimmer of hope, but there was none. It was definitive. Defeated, she packed away her looms, her fingers heavy with despair. The joy had gone out of her art.
Maybe it's a sign.
She whispered to herself.
Maybe I'm just not meant for this.
Days bled into weeks. The colorful threads in her studio gathered dust, mirroring the dullness that had settled over her spirit. She took on odd jobs, anything to distract herself from the gaping hole where her passion used to be. Then, one crisp morning, a small unassuming package arrived. It was plain, unmarked, with no return address. Curiosity, a tiny flicker she hadn't felt in weeks, stirred within her. Inside, nestled on a bed of raw unspun cotton, was a single exquisitely woven thread. It shimmered with an iridescent quality, shifting colors in the light, unlike any material Asha had ever encountered. It felt ancient, yet alive. Tucked beneath, it was a small, hand-folded note, written in elegant, unfamiliar script. It read, "Seek the source of the forgotten weave. It holds the true vision." Asha frowned. Forgotten weave? True vision? Was this some kind of prank? Yet, the thread itself was undeniably real, undeniably captivating. Its texture whispered of secrets, its colors hinted at forgotten stories. A tiny spark, almost imperceptible, ignited within her. This wasn't a rejection. It was a riddle.
Driven by an inexplicable compulsion, Asha began to research. Forgotten weave, ancient textile techniques, iridescent threads. Her search led her down obscure digital rabbit holes, through academic journals and dusty online forums. Finally, she stumbled upon a faded, grainy photograph of a remote, almost mythical artisan village known only as Kajani, nestled deep in the mountains, rumored to be the birthplace of a legendary lost weaving technique. The thread in her hand seemed to hum with recognition. The journey to Kajani was arduous. It involved long bus rides, bumpy jeep trails, and finally, a trek on foot through dense, emerald forests. Asha, who had grown accustomed to city comforts, found herself challenged at every turn, yet the mystery of the thread propelled her forward. She envisioned a grand, bustling village, filled with master weavers working on colossal looms, their hands dancing with ancient wisdom. When she finally arrived, however, Kajani was not what she expected. It was a small, quiet hamlet, almost swallowed by the surrounding nature. The looms were few, mostly old and unused. The vibrant textile tradition she had imagined seemed to be fading, replaced by a quiet resignation. Her heart sank. Had she come all this way for nothing? She was directed to the oldest resident, Mama Zola, a woman whose face was a roadmap of wrinkles, her eyes clouded by blindness. Asha showed her the iridescent thread and the cryptic note. Mama Zola's gnarled fingers gently traced the weave, a soft smile gracing her lips.
Oh, the thread of redirection.
Mama Zola murmured, her voice like rustling leaves.
You seek the source of the forgotten weave, child, but you have already found it. It is not just a technique, it is a way of seeing.
Asha explained her journey, the Lumina Collective rejection, and her subsequent despair. Mama Zola listened patiently, her head tilted. When Asha finished, the old woman chuckled softly.
The Lumina Collective.
Mama Zola said, her voice clear now.
They do not send rejection letters, child. They send only invitations or direct personal feedback for those they see potential in. They believe true art is a dialogue, not a dismissal.
Asha's breath hitched. What? This was the first twist. The rejection was a lie? But who would do such a thing? And why? Mama Zola continued, her voice laced with ancient wisdom.
There is a smaller collective, the Verdant Loom, not far from here. They are fiercely protective of their niche, fearful of being overshadowed. They heard whispers of your talent, your unique style, and saw you as a threat to their own submissions to Lumina. They intercepted your portfolio, crafted that false rejection, and sent it to you, hoping to deter you from pursuing your dream, to keep you from Lumina's radar.
This was the second twist, a revelation that hit Asha like a physical blow. The crushing rejection, the despair, the giving up, it had all been based on a malicious deception. The setback wasn't a failure of her art, but an act of competitive sabotage. Yet, in a strange, paradoxical way, this deception had led her here, to Kijani, to Mama Zola, to the very source of the forgotten weave. The Verdant Loom's intention was to diminish you, Mama Zola concluded, but they inadvertently led you to your true path. The forgotten weave is not just a pattern, it is the art of seeing beyond the surface, of finding beauty and purpose even in what seems broken or lost. It is the resilience woven into the very fabric of life. Asha looked around the quiet village, at the few remaining weavers, at the fading art form. She understood now. Her true vision wasn't about gaining recognition from a prestigious institution. It was about connecting with the roots of her craft, about revitalizing a dying tradition, about finding purpose beyond personal ambition. The forgotten weave was the spirit of community, the wisdom of generations, and the power of art to uplift. She decided to stay. Under Mama Zola's gentle guidance, Asha learned the ancient techniques, blending them with her modern aesthetic. She used her urban savvy to help the villagers establish a sustainable model, connecting them to ethical markets, and sharing their stories with the world. Kijani began to thrive, its looms once again humming with life, its vibrant textiles finding new appreciation. Asha found a profound sense of fulfillment she had never known, far richer than any gallery display could offer. Months later, as the sun set over the revitalized Kijani, Asha received another package. This one bore the unmistakable emblem of the Lumina Collective. Her heart fluttered, but this time it was not with fear, but with a quiet confidence. Inside was a genuine invitation, praising her innovative blend of traditional Kijani techniques with contemporary design, and requesting her Echoes of Resilience tapestry, now imbued with the spirit of Kijani, for their upcoming exhibition. They had heard about her work, her dedication, and the positive impact she was making. The rejection had not been the end, it had been the beginning. It had been a carefully orchestrated redirection, not by Lumina, but by a rival, which ultimately pushed her towards a deeper purpose and a more authentic success. The path she thought was closed was merely a detour, leading her to a destination far more meaningful than she could have ever imagined.
Asha's story reminds us that life's twists and turns, even the ones that feel like devastating blows, can often be blessings in disguise. What appears to be a closed door might simply be a redirection to a grander, more fulfilling path. Sometimes, the universe, or perhaps the actions of others, conspire to lead us exactly where we need to be, even if the journey begins with what feels like an unraveling. Embrace the unexpected, look for the hidden lessons, and remember that every thread, even a broken one, can be rewoven into a beautiful, resilient tapestry.
Until next time, keep your perspectives positive.